Hey guys, hi. Today I'm back with a few things, and hopefully today I will get 2 to 3 videos done. But what I want to start off with today is excuse me for coming in so close, my Empties. And then from Empties I am going to do kind of like a face of the day. I'm just going to point out what I have on today and how I used my makeup basket for this look. So stay tuned for that. That will come up maybe at the end, depending upon how quickly I can get through my Empties. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so you all know I love Anastasia Brow Wiz. I have 2 of them. I think last month I forgot to grab the one from my bin. So I've got 2. And that goes without saying. That's my favorite eyebrow pencil. So yeah, I will be repurchasing it. Bliss Sticks Lip Medics. You all might recall me telling you that my go-to combo for this past harsh winter was Bliss Sticks and Aqua together. Can't beat it. Aqua de Parma Blue Mediterranean. Beautiful summer scent. It's one of my favorites. If you checked out my my favorite summer colognes, this was one of them. I used up the lotion. I will rebuy it, but you know what, guys? I have so many colognes that I want to get through. I am really trying to push through a lot of those before I make any more purchases, regardless of if I loved it or not. And it's so hard. Okay, my La Mer. I am done with my La Mer face wash, guys. I just might have to buy a backup of this, because if that oil of Olay does not work, I'm coming right back to this. I've been using this for 10 years, guys. It's hard. It's hard. So you know I love it. I used up a MAC, the makeup wipes. This is the 100 pack. Used one of those up. This has been my best exfoliator by far so far, and it's the MAC Mineralized Volcanic Ash Exfoliator. For a while I was using it all over the body, but now I'm just using it on the face. Guys, I love it. I already have a new one in the shower, so yeah, I love that. Another mascara that I love, Smoky Lash. I have repurchased this a couple of times, so needless to say, I probably will repurchase this, but it is not going to be soon, because like my colognes, I have a lot of mascaras to get through. So, you know, hey, I don't know about you all, but when I have Empties, it excites me because it's product that I used and I am clearing out space. So I'm just like loving it. You all, L'Oreal Shocking Telescopic Shocking Extensions. Love this. I have already repurchased it. So yeah, I love this. What I like about this, guys, one of the things that I like about this is the brush. It really gets in and separates your lashes, and yeah, curls them up. I use this on the top and the bottom. It doesn't deposit a whole lot of product. I like that because it helps to separate it. So a lot of times I use the voluminous L'Oreal. By far, drugstore mascara is the best. I've been using it for years. L'Oreal Voluminous or Million Lash, and then I go back over it with this just to make sure that I separate and got all the lashes. Love it. So yeah, I've already repurchased it, have been repurchasing it. There you go. Okay. Makeup Forever Brow Seal. I've repurchased this a couple of times. Guys, you know, I loved this I really, truly did. But ever since I got the model in the bottle, I will not be buying the brow seal, because this actually seals your eyebrows once you put them on, and when your eyebrows do not budge until you take your makeup off in the evening or at night. So brow seal I will not be repurchasing again. The fresh sugar lip balm, I don't know if it's just me. I mean, I use this tester up. I don't know what the hype is about this. No, I will not be repurchasing this. My $1.59 Lip Medix works just as good. So no, I will not be repurchasing that. Now, you all, what I have been doing for the past month in order to get through like some of my body lotions that I feel do not moisturize as much as I would like them to, is I've been mixing them with a little bit of skin oil that has vitamin E in it. Now, this one in particular came from Walgreens, and they no longer sell it, but this is phenomenal. And let me tell you, if they did sell it, I would be constantly repurchasing this. I absolutely loved it, and it gave some of my weaker moisturizers the staying power that it needed through the day to keep my skin hydrated and soft and glowing. So, did that sound like a commercial? Hydrated, soft, and glowing. But no, seriously, I actually love this. So if I find this again, I will buy it out. Yeah, so I'm on the mad search for another one. And that is it for my empties this month. That was really quick, guys, painless. So what I kind of want to jump into is talking about what I have on my face today and what I used. And I am going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, starting with my foundation. You all know that I love the Lancome Teint Idole, I guess, Idole Ultra 24 makeup. 24-hour makeup, and mine is in Suede. My color is in Suede. I love this. I mixed it with the MAC Hyper Real foundation. Remember I was talking about glowing illuminators. You can see it. It's kind of a goldy one. I mixed these two together. That is my foundation. And of course, what I put on top of that to powder it is the Bobbi Brown. I love this golden orange. I got the sheer powder. They have a powder in the same color with heavier coverage, but I use the sheer. You know, I like that just as well. Okay, moving on. What I used as a highlighter or my concealer is MAC's NW35. And I like a subtle. I don't like it like 10 shades lighter than my face. And of course I'm over exaggerating, but I don't like to put that on my face. So yeah, I used a little bit of this MAC NW35 concealer. And then guys, for my highlighter, I mixed two. I did not want to do like a highlighter that had any kind of color, so to speak, in it, if that makes sense. I wanted one that had the luminosity that I wanted, but not the color, no kind of goldy color, because if you notice on my eyes, I did a real cool look. So I wanted my highlight to be cool with the undertone of warm but not with any color, if that makes any sense. Let me show you what I mean. I used the combination of two. I used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting in Radiant Light. I used that coupled with my MAC highlighter in Candlelight. These two together, guys, is what I have on. And I hope it's showing up, but it looks really nice on my cheek area, my chin, and down my nose. But I didn't want any color, so, you know, if it's not looking all goldy like in the camera, that's what I wanted, you know. I didn't want it to look ash, but I didn't want it to look gold, if that makes any sense. Okay, so that's what I have on is highlighter. Now, for cheek color, again, I'm not a really big blush person. I mean, I'm not the type that's going to overdo the blush, because either one or the other, being the eye or the lip, one of those I'm going to have popping. And I just don't feel like having a whole lot of cheek color would do me any good. So what I have on from my BH cheek color palette are these two peachy tan shades here mixed together on my cheek. That's what I have. That's what I have on. On my lip, guys, I use the Smashbox lip foundation lip pencil in dark. Let me show you. I think I talked to you about this before. I like this because even though it's brown, it doesn't have a lot of red. It's more of a cooler brown, but it's not so cool that it's ashen, if that makes sense. And then I put on, for a lipstick, I put on this NARS color. It's really, it almost looks white, but guys, and it's very cool, but in order to warm it up, what I used was the bronzy lip gloss from my Bobbi Brown palette that I've been loving and using all week. And let me go to, oh, and let me, you know what, I think I always forget to tell you all this, but my lips are rather pigmented, and what I use to blank out my lip color is a MAC paint pot. I use the paint pot in Layin Low today, and that's a pretty nudie color. It's not as white nude as Painterly Paint Pot. It has more color to it than that. But I like this, and the reason why I like to use a paint pot to mute out my lips is because I've tried like MAC's lip erase, and I still have a lot. I find, guys, it's too creamy, and it just, it slides right off my lip. Foundation sometimes can be a little bit too heavy and would mix too much with your lip color, so it's going to change it. By lip color, I mean your lipstick, and it's going to change the look of it, and you don't want that. But what I find with the paint pots, guys, because it's a drier formula, it adheres to the lip better, and it doesn't mix as much with your lip color. So I really enjoy that about that. So I use that, and moving on to my eyes. Now, just want to give you a look, see. I hope you can really see the sparkle, because I use a couple of things from my basket this week to achieve the look. First of all, I used my primer, which was I always, before I put a paint pot down, guys, I always use the Prep and Prime. And I use the one in medium dark. So you can see I use this, and I have repurchased this like several times. So this is what I lay down first. And then what I lay down second, guys, on my mobile part of my lid is this color from Chanel. You all might remember me talking about this in the makeup basket of the week. It's got like a little funny consistency, but it is loaded with sparkle. Now I laid that down first, and it gave my eye a nice kind of a sparkly effect. And what I put down on top of that, guys, just to cool down the sparkle, but give it a little more dimension, I put down this. Let me turn it around. Well, let me turn it around so that you can see it, but I don't want to blind you with this mirror. I put this shade down right here, and I'll be sure to include it in the description. It's kind of like a nice tanny nude with some sparkle. I'm gonna swatch it for you. There it is right there. And I put that on top of the sheen. So both of them have a little sparkle. The shadow, less sparkle than the Chanel, but the effect is gorgeous because it gives you a little bit more dimension. Now, what I put down as a transition shade is yet another Bobbi Brown palette, guys. Is this light color, which is a little unusual for me because a lot of times I use a color as a transition shade has a little more orange to it to warm up the socket. But sometimes, you know, when I'm trying to get a cooler eye look, I don't want any warmth in the crease. So I use this as a transition shade. And then very lightly, guys, I went back in with this lighter gray, okay, just below the transition shade to smoke it out a little bit. And then with this deeper gray right here, I use that on my lower lash line and in my outer V just to give it a little more depth. Now, I didn't go too crazy with it or a dark smoky because it is, again, you know, broad daylight, and I don't know, I might go someplace. So again, I didn't want to look like a glitter ball coming at people, but it's rather subtle. It's a smoky eye. It's rather subtle, and you could get away with it in the daytime. And I like the fact that I'm a little weird like this. I had a little fallout with the sparkle, but I like that effect around the eye a little bit. I kind of like it. Now, what I used to line my eyes, guys, I hadn't played around with Feline, Max Feline, in a while. And you talk about a lovely black liner. If you're looking for a black liner, guys, Feline. And I've had this for years. But let me tell you, I had forgotten what I both love and hate about Feline. Feline is messy as all get up. I mean, it's great to smudge. See how it smudges? Look at that. See how it smudges? Look at my finger. It's black, it's pigmented as hell. But guys, if you are not careful, you will have it all over your face. I am not joking. It will be all over your face. It'll be all around your eye. It'll be everywhere. So, you know, I like Feline. I love it. For a smoky eye, I don't think you can beat it. But you just have to be doggone careful with it. Really, really do. And I have on lashes today, guys. I have on lashes. And from my haul, I put on a set of the Ardell Demi 120s. And they kind of have like a little cat eye effect. you know. They're shorter at the inner corner and then fan out, gradually getting longer at the corners. So yeah, that's what I got on today. And I have on my brow wiz. And what I liked about the brow wiz, guys, and real quick, and then I'll let you go. What I liked about the brow wiz versus Max Spike, because Max Spike was the one I used to use, is the fact that the brow wiz is a little lighter, and it seemed like a little harder to me, and I'm able to emulate actually the hairs better, if that makes sense. And I like the fact that it's a little lighter, so it doesn't look as harsh. So it's a little bit more natural looking. And yeah, and that, let me make sure I didn't leave anything out. That is how I achieved today's look. I hope you liked it. Thumbs up if you did. I want to do actual tutorials. I did buy editing software, so I need to play around with that so I could see make sure I know what the heck I'm doing. And I've got a couple more videos coming up. I want to discuss, I want to discuss some of my most favorite makeup books. So I'm going to probably whip out maybe 5 to 10 of those and discuss that. So I want to do that probably the next video. I had a request by Indigo to do a blue look. That's coming up next week using blue lipstick. So I'm going to do that next week. Yeah, so stay tuned for those. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I'm really liking your comments, so keep them coming. Thanks, guys. Bye.